kilogram weight division for our next contest between boxers from Ethiopia and Algeria.
57 kilograms. In the red corner, representing Ethiopia, Fikremariyam, Yadessa.
So approaching the boxing ring, Fikremariyam Yadessa, later 22 years of age, from the Ethiopian capital of Addis Ababa, to the ring as the reigning three-time national champion of Ethiopia, picking up a title earlier this year, adding to the ones that he won in 2017 and 2019. 56 kilograms, he took the title earlier this year at this weight, Olympic weight of 57. His opponent is Algeria's Hichem Maouche, 22 years of age, from Constantine. These men preparing for their fourth bout of this Olympic qualification event. Maouche, take a look at the judges scoring this one from Japan, India, Poland, Latvia and Australia. Maouche in his third contest at the quarter-final stage, progressing through to the semi-final with a 3-2 split decision victory over Zakaria Holo of Lesotho. Susan Kopka of Germany is our referee. 29 boxers comprising the men's 57 kilogram weight class. So only 2 buys in the preliminary round of 32. That is why it's the fourth bout of the tournament for both of these boxers, because neither of them were the beneficiary of those buys in the first preliminary round. So we're underway then. 57 kilogram action between boxers from Algeria and Ethiopia. Boxer wearing red is Fikremariyam Yadessa, later from the Ethiopian capital of Addis Ababa, coming forward with a cluster of punches, but couldn't find a range due to nice use of angles from the man wearing blue. That is the Algerian boxer Hichem Maouche. Let up. His success is encouraged by his teammates in the stands. 2022 African Continental bronze medalist is Maouche. 54 kilograms, competed in the event earlier this summer, lost in the first preliminary round.
I like what Leta is doing. He starts in range, and then as he throws his punches as he's going forward, so he's not leaving his feet behind, and that's how he's catching Maouche.
Maouche in search of first appearance at the Senior Olympic Games. Commentated on him at the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires in 2018, where he was a 5th place finisher. Remember, the next edition of the Youth Olympic Games will be hosted right here in this very city, in the western coast of Africa. This, one of the venues, the Dakar Arena, built in Yamniadio, that will be used during the Youth Olympiad in 2026.
Maouche just needs to anticipate his attack and just take a little step back before he throws his shot. Give himself that space.
So just under a minute remaining in this opening round, with boxers just on the edge of range. Leta moving clockwise.
There we go. That's it.
Nice counter left hand from Maouche after Leta fell short with his fast twitch left-right combination. There he had kept the attack going. He did get through to the body of the man in blue. It's a real game of cat and mouse, this one. Leta launches a big attack, body and head, with a left-right combination. The two men allowed to work away on the inside, and they took the opportunity to do so. Feel of the glove of Leta being rubbed into the face of Maouche, and Susan Kopka on that in an instant.
Maouche just needs to feint, get his guy to come in. As he comes in, take a step back, and then let your punches go.
This one reminiscent of a fly fight, with the two men circling one another beyond punching range, and then it's punctuated by bursts of activity where they both come together and let their punches go in bunches. First round in the book.
And now it's just falling short a little bit there. He just becomes a little bit flustered when his man in red comes in.
So look at the scores at the conclusion of that first round. It's a clean sweep of the cards for the man from Ethiopia. Fikremariyam let up, taking it for all 5 scoring judges. Into the second round we go. Algeria, 12-strong boxing team here, 7 out of 7 men, 5 out of 6 women. Presented as Meta again, letting his hands go rapid fire fashion.
Letters is almost like a little machine gun. He comes in, raiding tactics, and then he's back out.
12 boxers that Algeria sent to this Olympic qualification event. 9 boxers on the medal podium. Terrific return for them. As for Ethiopia, part of a 6-strong team, 4 men and 2 women. Fikremariyam led to the sole medalist from the half dozen boxers that they sent, and that's naughty from Maouche, hitting on the break. All very well saying sorry, I didn't mean it, but the punch has been taken. Maybe a case of sorry, not sorry. Again, rapid fire exchanges continuing to take place. Boxers perhaps guilty of smothering their own work.
And when it's like this, it makes it a lot harder for the judges to score.
Either boxer taking the opportunity to work on the inside. The command of break was issued, and both boxers reluctant to release their grip on the other one. Sneaky right hand got through from Letta during that forward foray, where he was letting his hands go in combination fashion. Good work to the body from Letta, and look at Maouche. That is a headlock being employed. That's going to have to watch it, how he conducts himself in that regard.
Yeah.
Letta, who was spoken to about having a low head.
Exactly. It's not UFC, it's boxing. I think Maouche is starting to tire now. He's holding so much more.
Oh, this one becoming increasingly untidy as the boxers continue to engage in clinches. Brief bursts of action punctuated by an increasing amount of clinching here now. And Maouche not listening to the command of break. He's going to have to watch himself here. Both boxers spoken to in that regard by the referee. The same pattern continues once again. Messy round. It's Letta who is trying to be the bizzer of the two, freeing his hands on occasion, but this one a more fest through 2 completed rounds. Letta took the first round unanimously. I'd expect a similar verdict to be returned at the end of the second round, but again, how do the judges see it? Letta just looking out to his teammates in the stands here at the Dakar Arena.
Trying to get the score.
Indeed. They're privy to live scoring as well. Remember, it is only the winners in men's competition who will go through to Paris 2024. So management of energy levels and injuries are going to be a crucial component of any boxer who stands atop the gold medal podium at the conclusion of the tournament. So 2 rounds in the book. Maouche taking it for the judge from India, judge number 2. 4 verdicts of 20 points to 18 after a 4-1 split in the second round in favor of the boxer from Ethiopia. So, timing called by the referee Susan Kopka. The man in blue, his Olympic dreams hanging by a thread here now. Each of these boxers has to secure 2 more victories with a good left hand to the body landed by Maouche, who really is letting go hooks with bad intentions to the torso of the man in red. He's got to overturn a 20 points to 18 deficit on 4 of the 5 scorecards. And the burst of punches that he just unloaded to the body hadn't really demonstrated that type of punching from that type of distance. This is the posture the boxers have spent most of the contest in. But the onus is on Maouche now to do something different, because he faces that 2-point deficit, 20 points to 18 for judges 1, 3, 4 and 5. Good work to the body again from Maouche, particularly with his left hand.
Maouche, I think, has just left it a little bit too late.
There's, of course, always the option of taking your man out of there, inside the distance in the sport of boxing. As the seconds continue to tick away, Maouche again aware of the context of the bout because of the live scoring available at this Olympic qualification event. Nice right uppercut landed by Letta. To make Maouche comfortable momentarily. Maouche continuing to shovel hooks just above the belt line. Again, the deeper we go into the contest, the more he is entering the realm of needing a knockout. Massive round, getting back into contention. So referee calling timeout. Let's take a look at the gesture from the referee, and there it is. Clash of heads, signified by that bumping of the knuckles together, fist into an open palm. It's a signal that cut has been caused by a legitimate punch. Maouche's problems continuing to mount. He's got a minute to take his man out of there inside the distance. And he's having a better round for my money. The way he's targeted the body has been impressive. And Letta, aware of the commanding position he enjoys on the scorecards, he's just keen and content to kill the clock and let the seconds tick away. Now, he's not only got Letta to deal with, but that cut left eye as well. Nice counter right hand from Letta. Causes Maouche to lose his balance momentarily. Letta stepping back into the pocket, letting a right hand to the chest go once again. Was Maouche hurt by that shot? Because here he's returning to the posture he showed for the majority of rounds 1 and 2, holding on, maybe just to allow his head to clear after he was picked off by that counter right hand.
That's where Letta's comfortable. He likes being inside the pocket, throwing his shots, because he's coming off better, because he's having better success because he's faster.
Timing is a way to beat speed. Maouche hasn't been able to demonstrate that quality consistently enough in this contest, and that is why Ethiopia's sole medalist from the 6 boxers they sent here to Dakar 2023 remains in contention for my money. He has gone through to the final, in contention for a place at Paris next year in the Olympic Games. As one suspects he's going to be declared certainly a victor. Question remains, will it be unanimous or a split decision verdict? Maouche did better in the final round. Still not sure that it's enough to take the round. Letta just exchanging salutations with the coaches of his opponent. Let's get the official verdict. Should see the man in red go through.
Ladies and gentlemen, the results of this bout. The winner, by unanimous decision,
There is confirmation of a unanimous point decision victory for Fikremariyam Letta of Ethiopia. He goes through to the gold medal bout of be an East Coast, West Coast African clash, because the East African nation of Ethiopia, represented by Fikremariyam will face off against the West African nation of Nigeria, represented by Dalapo Amole. That final scheduled for tomorrow in the afternoon session. Clever display of bout management in that third round by Letta.
Yeah, really good from Letta. He had a tight, sound defence. When he stepped in with his attacks, he took his feet with him, which didn't leave him open for counter punches from his man in blue. I think his man in blue is going to be quite upset with his performance after this fight. I think he could have done more. I know he's going to go back and speak to his coaches, and I know he's not going to be happy about the decision, but he can come back from that, you know, and take everything that he's learned in this fight.
So there's confirmation of the scorecard.